Hi guys, you're welcome to another beautiful day. My name is Obinje and today we are going to be talking about why it seems a lot of Ghanaians do not like Nigerians living in Ghana. But before we go into the video, if you want to be a part of this channel where I talk about the things that my eyes see here in Ghana, then you can join this beautiful family by subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notification and giving this video a thumbs up. And of course, I'd love to hear what you guys think about the topic today in the comment section. So like I said, it's no news to hear Nigerians oftentimes say that Ghanaians do not like them, and they feel that this bad blood is getting out of hand. And I think most times they are calling on the relevant authorities to look into the matter. And a lot of people say that it has cost them their businesses, it has cost them relationships right here in Ghana. I am a Nigerian that has been living in Ghana for a number of years here, and I can say for a fact that, let's not stereotype, all Ghanaians do not hate Nigerians home and abroad. As a matter of fact, I have friends that are Ghanaians living right here in Ghana. But at the same time, I can also say that I have met some Ghanaians that do not like Nigerians, in quote. And as a matter of fact, I get to feel the bad blood or the animosity even without them getting to know my character or getting to know my person. And because of what I want to talk about today, because of the reasons why I feel the Ghanaians do not like Nigeria, I decided to come and sit right here in front of this camera to let you know that yes, there are some Ghanaians that actually do not like Nigerians, but it's not all. And I feel that they are not without reasons why they do not like Nigerians. So I'm going to give you a good number of the reasons why it looks as if most of the Ghanaians here do not like we Nigerians living in their country. The first reason, which I can boldly say that most Ghanaians do not like Nigerians, with or without coming close to you, is the fact that there was a time in Nigeria many years ago, and unfortunately most of us alive today, most of us in Ghana today, were not born at the time when the Nigerian government asked the Ghanaians to leave Nigeria. Hence the saying, the Ghana must go. And it's so painful that there is even a bag that in Nigeria we term that bag Ghana must go. So with every passing day, there is a reminder of that incident. Now I'm trying to be as civilized as possible, because like I said, majority of us right now in Ghana were not born during that time. But it's so sad, it's so unfortunate that we coming into Ghana here are the ones facing the humiliation of the acts of our government many years ago. To tell you the truth, even as at that time, there were many Nigerians who did not like the acts of the government or the people who were behind that movement in quote, because some of them naturally had friends that were Ghanaians, genuine friendship. Most of them were married to Ghanaians, most of the Ghanaians were married to Nigeria. So you can imagine that it was a relationship on ground. And unfortunately, the countries, or rather the government or the country or the people at that time, did not stop to think about the existing relationship that most individuals, most nationals might have built, but they decided to send the Ghanaians out of Nigeria. And of course, look at how karma is playing itself many years into the future. We are Nigerians here in Ghana, and we are the ones receiving that animosity. We are the ones receiving the bad blood that had happened many years ago. So to an extent, I can understand why most Ghanaians can have that ill feelings towards Nigerians, because most of them who were not even born that time, or most of them who were not in Nigeria as at that time, were being told of the story. History plays a very important role in what is happening today, because it was documented somewhere that Ghanaians were chased out of Nigeria. And like I said, now history is playing its part. Majority of Nigerians are trooping into Ghana. So imagine if the government were supposed to return the favor back to us. So there is that bad blood. Well, mine, let me mind my language. There is that ill feelings that most Ghanaians have towards Nigerians, even if they have had no one-on-one contact or one-on-one relationship with you. It's just the way it is. Now, another reason why Ghanaians do not appreciate or do not want us or do not like we Nigerians in Ghana is the fact that there are a number of Nigerians here in Ghana. Some are here for the essence of business, some are here for work, some are here for study, and then we have the group who came into Ghana for none of the above. They are here for the cyber crime and all of that. Unfortunately for we Nigerians, this group of youngsters are so many in number, and every time there's a news of cyber crime or whatever it is, it is targeted towards we Nigerians. So you can understand when a host country has to deal with this particular issue day in day out. And unfortunately, when news of such crime is brought to the public notice, it is from your guest in your country. So just imagine you have a house, you invite a guest into your house, and then that guest of yours begins to cause mayhem. Imagine how you, the guest, imagine how you, the host, is going to feel. So yes, I understand when Ghanaians are angry with we Nigerians here in Ghana. I can understand why it looks as if most of them do not like we Nigerians living in their country here. I'm not saying that their feelings are misplaced or it's unnecessary. I can understand, because I'm trying to imagine me inviting a visitor into my house, and then everything is confusion, everything is bad news, everything is a negative news. I can imagine the pain I will be going through. So yes, I understand what Ghana as a country is going through, with every day having to deal with cyber crime, scams left, right, and center. I can understand the pain. It's like you opening your door and the guest takes your good gesture for granted. But like I said in the beginning, it's not every Nigerian who is coming into Ghana here that is coming for the sole purpose of cybercrime or scammer, all of that. But like I said again, it is what it is. Another reason why it looks as if most Ghanaians do not like we Nigerians living here in Ghana is the fact that prostitution is on the rise. And when you dig into deep into the prostitution ring, you see that a lot of young girls from Nigeria are being trafficked into Ghana. And what is most painful is the fact that most of these girls are underage. So you can imagine, once again, just like the cybercrime, your guest is here constituting nuisance in the society. Your guest is here, doing all manner of crime in your country, and it looks as if every day you are able to deport some back into their country, more is coming. And it's so annoying because these young girls constitute nuisance in the society. They are a threat to the health of the society. There are a lot of sexually transmitted diseases outside, and most of these girls are victims. Most of them are carriers, and you know what it is. It's an endemic in the society. And like I said, these young girls are underage. They are supposed to be in school wherever they are, but they come into the country, they are loitering around, they are constituting disturbance, noise, nuisance wherever they are. Once again, Ghana is the host country. Ghana has the reserved right to be angry at anyone who is constituting a nuisance to its, society, to its stability and all of that. So I understand when most Ghanaians are angry at Nigerians, because perhaps majority of the ones they have come across are the ones who are, the bad eggs amongst us. Unfortunately, once again, it is what it is. One other reason why most Ghanaians do not seem to like Nigerians is the fact that, you see, like I said, a number of people come here for business, study, and work, and negative, side of it. And the ones who seem to be, walking on eggshells, that are treading carefully, you rarely get to hear any negative news coming from the sides. Rather, it's those young guys and young girls who do not have anything tangible doing. Now, unfortunately, most of these young guys who come here, they have a lot of cash on their hands to spare, and of course when there is money there will always be young ladies, trooping in and out. So when these young ladies come in contact with these guys, you can imagine what happens. A lot of them are put in the family way. A lot of unwanted pregnancies, a lot of teenage pregnancies, and honestly speaking, most of these guys end up, running back to their country and leaving these young ladies with, what they did not plan for, or they leave them with, these pregnancies to take care of themselves. And another thing is the fact that most of them put these girls, their lives in danger, because they might be asked to go and, terminate the pregnancy, which has resulted in loss of life one too many times. So you can imagine, if it is your daughter that is a victim of this, situation, and it is a Nigerian guy in quote, I can understand why you, the parent, you, the uncle, you, the auntie, is going to be angry with that Nigerian who already has a bad name to it. Now, the last but not the least of the reasons why it looks like most Nigerians are being hated by Ghanaians in quote, and I'm talking about Nigerians living here in Ghana, is that the typical Nigerian is very loud. The typical Nigerian man is very loud, and it's so unfortunate that when they come into the country Ghana, where the typical Ghanaian is on the quiet side, there's a contrast in behavior. The Nigerian begins to display his loudness. I often say that most times when you go to a country, you need to study the environment so that you can see the way they do things that, make you live your life peacefully in that country. Unfortunately, once again, those Nigerians who come into this country for the sole purpose of negative, vibes, end up living their life just as they would want, without putting into consideration how the culture of the country is. And let's say, for instance, you have a neighbor who is a Nigerian, young guys, and there has been several reports that most of these young guys would rent a house and pack it up with lots of young guys with them. They are, constituting nuisance. They are living all type of lifestyle, and trust me, there's, all that you can imagine, which is a danger to the society, which is something that your next door neighbor is not supposed to be seeing, but they live life recklessly without, any iota of, shame, care, or concern, which the host doesn't find funny. So at the end of the day, it turns to, some kind of anger, animosity, bad blood, or ill feelings towards Nigeria. Like I said, this is just one of the many reasons why it looks as if Ghanaians do not like Nigerians living in Ghana. But like I said, once again, let's not stereotype. It's not all Ghanaians in Ghana that do not like Nigerians living in Ghana. There are a lot of Nigerians who came into this country that have gotten married to Ghanaian, ladies or men, vice versa. But because of the certain behaviors by certain Nigerians who come into Ghana, unfortunately, the bad seems to overshadow the good. So it's blown out of proportion, and it makes it look as if we are being targeted. Nigerians are not targeted. Perhaps when we tone down certain behaviors that we are putting out here in Ghana, it would give us a good light in, before our host country, and before long you would see that the narrative will change. It will be that, wow, Ghanaians do love Nigeria. So guys, please, I'm going to be ending the video here, and if you're watching this video, I'd love to know what it is about Nigerians that you think the Ghanaians do not like. Perhaps I have missed one or two. I love to hear, and I'm gonna thank you guys for stopping by, watching this video with me till this end. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on your post notification, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you another day. Bye.